On Nationwide this evening, getting into the Christmas spirit, we visit County Waterford to get a flavour of some of the Christmas attractions to tempt visitors to Dungarvan, Waterford City and other parts of the Dacia County. You're very welcome to Nationwide, where this evening it's all about Christmas. On tonight's programme, we're giving you the chance to win a fabulous Christmas break for two in New York, New York, with $1,000 spending money. So have a pen and paper handy, and later in the programme, we'll be giving you all the details. But first this evening, we are in County Waterford to see some of the many events that are underway in the run-up to Christmas.
Come home, 'cause I've been waiting for you for so long, for so long. Right now there's a war between the vanities, but all I see is you and me. The fight for you is all I've ever known.
We're starting here in the village of Kilmeaden, and I'm about to board the Santa Express, which is run by the Suir Valley Railway. Hello Maria, how are you? Looking forward to this little trip now. I'm all set up.
All aboard! All aboard!
Maria Kite, you are the Business Development Manager with the Suir Valley Railway. What can we expect today?
Well, today, Anne, we're going on the Santa Express. We're going to take a journey through the countryside, along the beautiful banks of the River Suir, into the Magic Wood, where we meet Mrs. Claus.
You bet! Golly, look at it go!
And this is for kids. They really are enjoying it already. There's quite an atmosphere here.
Absolutely. I think adults enjoy it every bit as much as children. We find that we have lots of adults accompanying the children. We'll go to the Magic Wood. Mrs. Claus and friends will have a chat with the kids. She'll give them the magic dust that the fairies have been very busy preparing during the year.
Okay.
And then you'll return to the station and go and visit Santa in his lovely, cosy railway cottage.
And this is an annual treat here in Kilmeaden.
Absolutely. The Waterford and Suir Valley Railway is a voluntary community project, and we've been operating the Santa Express for 14 years now.
And will you continue right up until Christmas?
We will. Our last trip is at 1:50 on the 23rd of December, and we still have some availability.
And of course, this trip is for children who are good.
Absolutely. We find only good children travel on the Santa Express.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm good today myself.
With a little luck, we'll be on time. There's no need to stress, because that's the way things happen on the
Okay.
Express.
Mrs. Claus,
Hello,
Mrs. Claus.
Anne, how are you?
I'm great. Lots of good children in this train, I think.
That's true.
I think they're all going to do very well at Christmas.
Hopefully. Now, they have to keep it up until Christmas.
That's
A
true.
lot of children, they're good, but then they kind of forget.
Okay.
And they let things slip coming up to Christmas.
Well, tell me, you must be very busy at this time of the year.
Very, very busy. Up to our eyes.
And what about the big man himself?
Well, Santa gets to sit in a nice warm cabin up at the station.
Okay, so he's warm and you're out
He's
here
warm and we're down here working hard.
doing the heavy lifting.
Doing the heavy lifting.
Well, I think I'm too big for
Oh,
Santa.
never
does,
too big
but
for Santa.
I know a couple of people who might be
Excellent.
contenders. Thanks a million.
No problem.
Roller! Coaster! The Polar Express!
Now, while the children are in with Santa, it's competition time and we have a great prize up for grabs. We're giving you the chance to win a 4-night, 4-star Christmas break for you and a friend in New York, New York. See the bright lights of Times Square or take a winter stroll in Central Park. Plus, there's $1,000 in spending money too. So, for your chance to win, answer this. According to tradition, which of these places is Santa Claus from? Is it North Carolina, the North Pole, or Northern Ireland? If you know the answer, call our new number on 15 17 71 71 15 or text the word NATION followed by your answer and name to 57117. Calls from the Air network will cost €2.03. Calls from other networks may be higher. Viewers in Northern Ireland can also text to 57117 or call the number on screen. You must be over 18 to enter. Lines close at midday this Tuesday, December the 13th. Further details are on www.rte.ie/competitions, where the lucky winner will also be revealed. And the very best of luck to you all. The next stop in County Waterford is Dungarvan, where Christmas is in full swing.
Oh my Lord, with the trust adoration, oh my Lord, we're in great jubilation, oh my Lord, and full of admiration, they realize what we have. Oh my Lord, praise and sing, just like to sing, oh my Lord, we've never been there, so you gave us, oh my Lord.
Let's check this out. Carol Ann McCarthy, I have never seen line dancing to Christmas carols before. What's all this about?
Oh, we're a local line dance group in Dungarvan, and we just a whole bunch of ladies that want to do dancing and don't have partners, so we have the line dance club. We do a lot of charity work around Dungarvan. We visit the hospitals and the care choice and share our love for line dancing with the sick and the elderly. And
Okay, well, do you know what? I really would like to have a go.
Oh, you're very
So
welcome.
maybe I could join you, and if you forgive me if I'm not perfect. So
you'll be grand.
I'll follow you.
You'll be grand.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready, ladies.
Okay, ladies. Yeah. Cowboy boogie.
Cowboy boogie. You made me feel very encouraged, even though I have 2 left feet.
Oh, you were brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much, ladies. Yeah, fair play to you. Well done. Yeah.
All the lights are coming on now. How I wish that it was snow now.
Well, there's a time to start something new every day. I've just had the time of my life line dancing. Colette Bannon,
How are you?
from Dungarvan. Tell me all about the plans for Christmas here.
Well, Dungarvan Aglow is a 6-week festival that we've put together. A group of us had a shared vision to light up Dungarvan and make it a really special place at Christmas time. That was started back in 2013, and since then we've put together an amazing lights display. It's all over the town. We have giant teddy bears, snowmen. We have 3 illuminated Christmas trees on the pontoon, and they sparkle in the quay, which is beautiful. There's lots of individual pieces, and they're all beautiful to look at, but all together they're a spectacular display for families to enjoy, and like the children just think they're magnificent. It's really magical. Initially when we started, we wanted to attract people who drive past Dungarvan, terrible thing to say, and it worked, because the first week we had a lorry driver contact the chamber office to say he was going to come back, that the lights display was magnificent on the Cork Road. So we were thrilled about that. So yes, since 2013, people have been really impressed, and we've had a lot of visitors, and people tell us that they love coming to Dungarvan.
The public are responding well, but are businesses getting behind you?
Absolutely. From the beginning, the businesses have been involved, and in particular last year we really took a step forward, because the businesses started in initiatives within the shops to entertain children while families are shopping. This year they've all invested in the matching Christmas trees, which you'll see running along each of the streets, and it looks really well, and sponsorship, which is very important to keep Dungarvan aglow, as we say. So yes, the businesses have been behind it, and not only that, but community groups as well, providing street entertainment. You saw it today with the line dancing. Next week is Character Saturday, and so there'll be Disney characters to meet and greet all the families and children that will be coming to Dungarvan.
And do you have any plans for the future, Colette?
We have, what would you say, ambitious plans. The Greenway has opened between Dungarvan and Waterford, and we would hope that by 20 years years from now we will have connected the two, and that there'll be features all the way going along the Greenway. I don't know now what people might think of that, but that's our vision.
Well, hopefully it will be realised in a time shorter than the next 20 years.
Come Santa Claus, come Santa Claus, down Santa Claus Lane. Big sun and blitz and it gets reindeer pulling on the rain.
Here in the square in Dungarvan, we have a lovely 1950s vintage coach. Inside are the voiceover choir, and I'm looking forward to a special performance.
Wonder what you want of me, should I follow you tonight? Star of wonder, star of wonder, I am just a lonely shepherd, watching from a distant hill. Why do you appear to me? Star of wonder, if you will. Star of wonder in the heavens, are you just a shining star, or should I follow you tonight? Star of wonder, star of wonder, shining bright.
Well, that really was quite some treat to hear that choir. As you can see, they really are making a special effort here in Dungarvan. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be in Waterford City for Winterval. We'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back to Nationwide. We have come into Waterford City to sample the wonder of Winterval.
The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home.
Melo, how are you?
Hi Anne, welcome to Winterval.
Melo Power, you have been involved with Winterval since its inception 5 years ago. How's it going now?
Absolutely fantastic, Anne. When you think of it, 5 years ago we just had an idea. We wanted to actually, I suppose, bring laughter back to the streets of Waterford and increase the footfall. And 5 years on, we have 500,000 people coming to the city.
Lights on the tree. I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me. Baby, please come home.
What's the economic benefit to Waterford as a result of Winterval?
Well, it has a huge benefit. If you actually look around and you see the streets are thronged. It's all about increasing footfall. It's all about, I suppose in many ways putting Waterford back on the map. And not only is there an economic benefit to the shops and the restaurants, the hotels, there's not a bed in Waterford tonight, and so there's also a knock-on effect of the summer people come back. So it really, really puts Waterford back in people's minds.
And as we can hear from the screams around us, there's a lot of fun, a lot of free events for kids and everything.
Absolutely. We have 34 events, and the majority of them are free. We have the old favourites like the Winterval Illuminates, and then we have storytelling and the Elves Workshop, and also the different things that really get people involved.
Well, you have incorporated a nice blend of old and new. And what are the newer, the fresher ideas that you're bringing to Winterval to make it attractive for people to come back to year after year?
After year and after year. Well, what we try to do is, as well as the old favourites, that we spoke about, and also the Waterford on Ice, we also have elements like, for example, this year there's the Gringe is very, very popular.
The Grinch slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant.
So we have the Grinch UV Vortex, and that's the group link, and that's absolutely fantastic. We also have a snowman making workshop, so people just get involved in the whole magic of Winterval.
It's a great statement for Waterford, particularly for the city, but you do attract people in from the outlying areas as well.
It's not only outlying areas. I mean, our hotel, we actually had people staying from Donegal last night. So it really is becoming the capital of Christmas.
And how do you keep improvising to keep it fresh and to keep it relevant and attractive?
Well, I suppose it's we look at the core element, and then we also try to run different events for different age groups. So we very much, I suppose we're in many ways, we'd be our own strongest critics. We look at what works, and then we try to actually improve on it.
A quick reminder now of our competition. If you'd like to win that 4-night, 4-star Christmas break for 2 in New York City, along with that all-important $1,000 spending money in time for Christmas, then answer this question. According to tradition, which of these places is Santa Claus from? Is it North Carolina, the North Pole or Northern Ireland? If you know the answer, call our new number on 15 17 71 71 15 or text the word NATION followed by your answer and name to 57117. Calls from the Air network will cost €2.03. Calls from other networks may be higher. Viewers in Northern Ireland can also text to 57117 or call the number on screen. You must be over 18 to enter. Lines close at midday this Tuesday, December the 13th. Further details are on www.rte.ie/competitions, where the lucky winner will also be revealed. And the very best of luck to you all.
Christmas stockings hung with care, Christmas stockings everywhere.
Well, Christmas and craft definitely go hand in hand, and I'm with Anna Musia, who is running a sort of craft children's classes for the duration of Winterval, isn't that right,
This
Anna?
is it. It's a sewing workshop for Christmas stockings, basically. Just simple Christmas stockings and little decorations as well.
And what kind of skill level do you need for this class?
You don't have to have any sewing skills at all. I devised the patterns and I kept it very simple, so anyone who hasn't been on a machine before can have a go.
And children are responding well to this, of course, aren't they?
Yes, of course, they absolutely love it. But the adults love it as much as the children.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a plunge here because I used to love sewing when I was a child. And I'm going to try and start the first leg of my boot. Now, if you want to look,
So this is the first step.
And I mean, sewing and these kind of skills, they're coming back into fashion, aren't they, Anna?
They are very popular, and the children are here in this class today, and Elaine are all part of my classes.
Yeah.
The sewing classes are really popular. They can learn skills, how to make clothes, how to make things for themselves, their dolls.
Christmas stockings filled with toys, bringing joy to girls and boys.
What do you think, Anna?
I think it looks great.
Well,
It's perfect.
But you know what? I mightn't be really good at line dancing, but I'm much better at sewing.
Well, their stockings look fantastic.
Christmas in Waterford wouldn't be complete without a visit to the Home Craft Fair here in Garter Lane. It's been running for over 30 years. Gary Cowman, you are a newcomer to the craft fair here in Garter Lane, and I'm looking at your lovely work here. Obviously, woodwork is your area of expertise and skill where you bring a lot of talent to bear.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually a carpenter and joiner by trade. I actually teach carpentry and joinery in Waterford, Wexford ETB, and this really is, I suppose, escapism. It's only a small hobby.
Wood carver, carve me the house of my dreams. Carve me a valley, make me a stream.
And the pieces that you make, they're small, they're quite perfectly formed, if I might say so. And you have an eye on the younger market. Now tell us about this little piece.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a retro kind of twist on the normal woodworking stuff that you'd normally get in markets. So I do skateboards, eco iPhone amps.
Show us now how this works.
So we have this here.
Okay.
There's no Bluetooth, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no batteries. it just amplifies the sound on its own.
It's really quite extraordinary the level of amplification that you get from this. And you're telling me that there's
not all it is
enhancing
just timber, and the song works away.
And you will create, is it a one-size-fits-all?
It's unfortunately not, because of the phones changing nearly every year. Sure. They have to be pretty much phone specific. So I have ones for iPhone 5s, Android phones.
Typically, Gary, what kind of wood do you use?
I try and, if at all possible, I try and source locally sourced timber. So I use a lot of timber from the Copper Coast, if at all. This Spalta Beech, Irish ash, I have to source then from further afield the more exotic timbers, the walnut, mahogany and so on. But the Spalta Beech actually came from out around Stradbally area.
Yeah.
And again, a good relationship with a tree surgeon comes in handy. You get a phone call, there's timber there, so as long as you're prepared to cut it, dry it and leave it set for maybe a year, then you can use it away.
Winterville has always had a focus on free events, and I'm told there's something magical here in Reginald's Tower.
That's why her eyes look so red. Ah, said Thrym, that explains it. So call the high priest and let us get our wedding ceremony underway. Well, the priest walked in and he said, we need Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Giants, go and fetch the hammer. And they raced out to where Thrym had buried it 8 miles below the ground. And with their large giant hands, they quickly dug up the hammer and walked back into the room, brushing the dust and the soil from the hammer. And they laid it in Thor's lap. That's the story of how Thor rescued his hammer from Thrym, the giant king, and about his pretend marriage to Thrym, the giant king. I hope you all enjoyed the story, and thank you so much for coming.
Georgie Begeary, hi. Dress the part for the timeless art of storytelling here in Reginald's Tower. And the theme is Viking.
It is, yeah, because we're in a Viking city. So we try and tell stories about, well over 1,000 years ago from the Vikings. Norse mythology mostly, about the Viking gods, but with a bit of entertainment involved too.
And you're a regular fixture of Winterville, and it's free.
Yes, it is. It's free. I've been doing it now for, I think this is my 3rd year doing this. And it's free up in the top of the tower, which is a lovely atmospheric building to be in. We read 3 sessions on a Friday and on a Saturday and a Sunday throughout Winterville.
And you're getting a great response from your young listeners.
Yeah, it's really great. They all thoroughly enjoy the stories. There's always lots of questions at the end that I try very hard to answer.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, guys, for coming along.
Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of this evening's Nationwide. You know, I've really enjoyed my trip around Waterford City and County, sampling the Christmas spirit that is abroad, and I think you'll agree there's something for everybody to enjoy, both young and old alike. And so, from all of us on the Nationwide team, getting into the festive spirit, good evening. On Tuesday's Nationwide, a flavour of Christmas in the tourist city of Kilkenny. We visit the Marble City to see what it has to offer the visitor at this time of year.
Congratulations to our winner of Friday evening's Nationwide competition, Josephine Kelly from County Dublin, who has won a trip to New York along with $1,000 spending money. Well done, Josephine.